first question is, in which year was the first census conducted in India? Options are, Option A, 1851, Option B, 1861, Option C, 1872, and Option D, 1881. The correct answer is, Option C, 1872. Next question, who is considered the father of the Indian census? Options are, Option A, Lord Mayo, Option B, Lord Ripon, Option C, W. Hunter, and Option D, Henry Walter. The correct answer is, Option D, Henry Walter. Your next question is, when did the first synchronous census of India take place? Options are, Option A, 1872, Option B, 1891, Option C, 1881, and Option D, 1901. The correct answer is, Option C, 1881. Let's move on. Which Viceroy of India is credited with initiating the first Indian census? Options are, Option A, Lord Mayo, Option B, Lord Canning, Option C, Lord Curzon, and Option D, Lord Ripon. The correct answer is, Option A, Lord Mayo. Your next question is, the first Indian census under British rule focused on what aspect? Options are, Option A, literacy, Option B, caste, Option C, tax collection, and Option D, occupation. The correct answer is, Option B, caste. Next question, what was the population of India recorded in the first synchronous census of 1881? Options are, Option A, 255 million, Option B, 200 million, Option C, 289 million, and Option D, 300 million. The correct answer is, Option A, 255 million. Next up, who was the Census Commissioner for the first synchronous Indian census in 1881? Options are, Option A, Lord Ripon, Option B, W.C. Plowden, Option C, Herbert Risley, and Option D, Lord Curzon. The correct answer is, Option B, W.C. Plowden. Moving on, what major event delayed the 2021 census in India? Options are, Option A, economic crisis, Option B, COVID-19 pandemic, Option C, political elections, and Option D, natural disaster. The correct answer is, Option B, COVID-19 pandemic. Here's the next question, which region in India had the lowest population density in 2011? Options are, Option A, Sikkim, Option B, Arunachal Pradesh, Option C, Nagaland, and Option D, Mizoram. The correct answer is, Option B, Arunachal Pradesh. Let's move on. What unique feature was introduced in the 2011 Indian census? Options are, Option A, digital collection, Option B, inclusion of Aadhaar data, Option C, separate transgender category, and Option D, online census forms. The correct answer is, Option C, separate transgender category. Next question, which state had the highest population according to the 2011 census? Options are, Option A, Uttar Pradesh, Option B, Maharashtra, Option C, Bihar, and Option D, West Bengal. The correct answer is, Option A, Uttar Pradesh. Moving on, what is the primary legal framework governing the Indian census? Options are, Option A, Census Act, 1948, Option B, Census and Surveys Act, 1951, Option C, Statistics Act, 1949, and Option D, Data Collection Act, 1950. The correct answer is, Option A, Census Act, 1948. Next question, what percentage of India's population was rural in the 2011 census? Options are, Option A, 65%, Option B, 69%, Option C, 72%, and Option D, 75%. The correct answer is, Option C, 72%. Here's the next one. Which Indian city had the highest population in the 2011 census? Options are, Option A, Delhi, Option B, Mumbai, Option C, Kolkata, and Option D, Bengaluru. The correct answer is, Option B, Mumbai. Next question. When did India conduct its first digital census pilot project? Options are, Option A, 2001, Option B, 2011, Option C, 2021, and Option D, 2019. The correct answer is, Option D, 2019. Your next question is, what was the literacy rate recorded in the 2011 census of India? Options are, Option A, 68.5%, Option B, 72.1%, Option C, 74.04%, and Option D, 76.3%. The correct answer is, Option C, 74.04%. Next question. Which Indian census included data collection on disability for the first time? Options are, Option A, 1981, Option B, 1991, Option C, 2001, and Option D, 2011. The correct answer is, Option C, 2001. Moving on. How many languages were listed in the 2011 Indian census? Options are, Option A, 122, Option B, 136, Option C, 150, and Option D, 165. The correct answer is, Option A, 122. Your next question is, what was the total number of districts covered in the 2011 census? Options are, Option A, 590, Option B, 603, Option C, 640, and Option D, 670. The correct answer is, Option C, 640. Last question. What is the expected gap between two consecutive censuses in India? Options are, Option A, 8 years, Option B, 10 years, Option C, 12 years, and Option D, 15 years. Write your answer in the comments, and if you want to attempt a full test based on the video, kindly check the description.